Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over a Veltecite farming route that I use almost every day because this ore is extremely useful in quests and it's useful for some of the crafts. Before we get into it, shout out to these last two people who commented on one of my videos. Now, let's get right into it. I'm hosting a huge giveaway for the Cycle Frontier. This will include 100,000 KO marks worth of old currency. You'll get 3 random epic rarity weapons, and you'll be given a plethora of different key cards to use. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed to my YouTube and follow my Twitch. The giveaway is over once we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. Veltecite is one of those ores that you're gonna need for lots of missions. I am pretty deep in Osiris, and I want to show you what you're gonna need in these endgame Osiris quests. So if we go over to Osiris, we're gonna see that I have a ton of missions done. I have a lot done. Right now, I'm on building a better death ray. And what you need for this is to deliver a Veltecite heart. This is the rarest version of the ore, and it's very, very rare to get. That's why I've been doing this route each and every day, multiple times, and I've been trying my best to finally achieve this Veltecite heart. You also need Veltecite, like cloudy Veltecite, for blue armor. I have 33 of those. So Veltecite is always something good to have. And now we're going to go over the route that I take every single day to get as much Veltecite as possible. So the route we're going to take today is very, very simple and easy. Veltecite spawns by waterfalls. So you're going to want to go wherever a waterfall is. There are plenty along the map. I didn't go to each and every one because I didn't run around the whole map. But here, we're going to run around the left side up to the north side of the map on bright sand. So we spawned right down here under water facility. And we went to a certain amount of spots to get this ore. So first things first, we came right here above Swamp Camp. I'll show you the footage in a second. We went right there. Then we moved on to this little circle area right here. Then we went all the way up the map to behind waterfalls, and we looted this area, which is really, really good for Veltecite. You can come down here, and there are waterfalls in this area right here. There's a waterfall leading up the Eastern Caverns. There's a waterfall right here under Vaccine. There's a lot of waterfalls on the map. If you want to take your time and hit all of them and carry all of that loot, you're more than welcome to, but this is just the route that I took for success. So as you can see, we are at the first location, and we already have 3 nodes of Veltecite. We have 1 right here, and we have 2 right here. These are what you need. You need to find as many of these as possible because there's no real way to guarantee a Veltecite heart. So since it is all luck, you need to get as many of these nodes as possible to have the greatest chance to get all the loot that you need. So some of the Veltecite that you're gonna find the most is obviously flawed Veltecite. That's the normal Veltecite. You're also gonna find cloudy Veltecite. That is the second most common type of Veltecite. That is what you use to make blue armor. The third one you're going to need is clear Veltecite. This is used for a ton of Osiris missions. So if you get those, I wouldn't really sell it because it is in the later bits of the Osiris quests, but Osiris makes you mine a lot. So if you don't want to mine a lot, save all the Veltecite you can. As we get to the second location, again, you can see there's a waterfall right here, and there is already 2 more nodes of Veltecite, 1 right here and 1 right here. Here we're going to talk about the other types of Veltecite. So now we already went over the first 3 because there is 5 rarities of Veltecite. There's flawed, cloudy, clear, and now we have pure and a heart. So pure and heart are the 2 toughest ones to get, and if you really want to finish those challenges quickly and those missions quickly, you gotta save them. As we see here, when I was mining, I was finding a ton of flawed and a lot of cloudy. Cloudy and flawed are really easy to get, but getting to that pure and that heart Veltecite is some of the most grindy things in the game unless you're a really lucky person. So that's the top of the second spot, but now under the waterfall, if you go right underneath it, we're gonna drop down here. Underneath the waterfall, actually behind it, there's some nodes of Veltecite. Some people don't really know about this. It's a great, great spot. There's usually 2 to 4 nodes of Veltecite, which is awesome. Again, you want to get the most nodes as possible because you need the highest chance to get all the ore that you can get. But as we see here in the inventory, we have 16 flawed Veltecite, 5 cloudy, and 1 clear. We don't have any pure and we don't have any hearts. I'm yet to find a heart in this game, but I'm going to keep mining nodes. My luck is terrible. I'm going to keep mining every day and pray to God the leprechaun gets on my side. So as you saw, we just mined the node on the left hand side, and now we have 1 left, 2 left, and 3 left. We have 3 more nodes, so we got 4 nodes under the waterfall, which is really, really good because you want to get as many nodes as possible. So after mining all those nodes, I went up the river and followed it all the way up to waterfall because sometimes there is some Veltecite near the little waterfalls that you have to climb on top of. So I just ran through the water, saw if there was any Veltecite. You can bring a mineral scanner with the Veltecite scanner module, useful. It might help you out in these situations. I don't really like rocking a mineral scanner. It's not really my type, but right here is what I'm saying. These are little waterfalls sometimes have a chance of spawning Veltecite. Again, you're going to find more Veltecite in those larger areas that I circled, but you can find them in these areas. As you see, we made our way up from Swamp Camp and we went all the way up this little river, and we're right underneath lake, and this is where we were lucky enough to find some extra nodes. As we see, we're walking through the waterfall and there's 2 nodes right here just sitting there. That's why you have to explore all those mini waterfalls, look everywhere you can. Found some cloudy, found some flawed. Again, you need to get the most nodes as possible. So now we are at waterfalls. This is behind the waterfall lab, and now we have more nodes of Veltecite. Because there is a waterfall here, there's gonna be Veltecite. So this route's gonna take you all over the map. If you run through that river like I showed you, you'll more than likely not run into many people, because every time I run up that river, I don't see anyone, because no one looks at the river, if I'm completely honest. I have over 70 hours in the game, so in my experience, if you run through that river, you really won't see many people. So after you get behind the waterfall labs, there is this cave right here that says, I saw the horse. You can go in it. If you didn't know, you just climb right in, and there's a chance of finding Veltecite and Titan ore in here. You can find Veltecite in here, even though it is a closed cave. Since the waterfall is so close to you, you can find Veltecite just like we do here. As you see, we have 1 Titan ore right here, and we have 1 Veltecite right there. So we're gonna go mine the Veltecite, and always check this cave because you never know what to expect. So now this is where we would evac. This is what I collected in that run. We got 4 clear Veltecite and 14 cloudy Veltecite. I threw out all my flawed Veltecite because I honest to God have way too much of it, and it's super easy to find. So this route took me about 10 minutes to complete, and I found 16 Veltecite. So if you complete this route 6 times in a row, you will have the chance of finding up to 100 nodes per hour. This is a really good strategy. So if you want 100 nodes per hour, take this route. See if you get lucky enough to find a Veltecite heart. Comment down below if you do. But again, this was a quick video to show you guys how to get as much Veltecite as possible. But people have been asking me on stream, how do I have so much cloudy Veltecite? And that is how I get so much Veltecite. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate it so much, and I will see you in the next one. Deuce.